here we are, this is who we are. Well, here we are, this is who.
Ryan, Mariah Carey. I think we keep getting more Mariah Carey because I think we like her a lot. We were talking offline about Mariah Carey, how much, and not in a like sexual, oh, she's so hot. It was more in a like how just watching her perform just makes you feel like she makes you feel good. Like you'd want to be around her. Anyway, this is from Stella.
I agree. Yeah.
This is Stella, one of our patrons. Stella, which she's never heard in her life.
No, she never heard that.
This is Close My Eyes live. This song is from her 6th album. It's very personal, talking about her troubled childhood growing up biracial, feeling different from everyone else, and a dysfunctional family. She struggled a lot with her identity. Some people say 98 marked the start of her vocal decline. Really? Yeah. We'll be the judge of that.
It does happen. The reality is it does happen to some of the stars that you and I have grew up with. There's singers that I love that are rock and roll singers. Their voices just aren't there anymore, but they still perform because they're still having fun on stage, but they don't carry the notes, or they change the notes on live stage just because they can't go high or anymore or whatever. I always feel bad for singers. One, because I can't sing. I'm not one to go like, ha, 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 they're losing their voice. Like, it's such a weird flex for keyboard warriors to cast that kind of, it's a vocal cord, it's a muscle, and it can just get damaged, overworked, stressed, who knows. I'm on Team Mariah, where even if her voice isn't what it used to be, the human body just doesn't, vocals are very much the case. Like, put this way, there are very few professional singers, like very few, a handful, where they sound the same in their 50s as they did in their 20s. It's
it's just a fact of life. It's age.
You get older, it's so weird. Somebody's aging. That's never happened in human life before. Anyways, because I always tell that to my family when they meet my kids. Yeah, daddy, you're old. My response is always, the alternative really sucks. Like, I'm grateful that I've aged. Anyways, okay. Here we go.
After the CD Butterfly came out, our first guest became the #1 selling female artist of the decade. Please welcome back to the show, Mariah Carey.
With the weight of the world that I held deep inside, life was a winding road, and I learned many things that one shouldn't know. But I closed my eyes, steady my feet on the ground, raised my head to the sky, and like a child as I look at the moon. Maybe I grew up a little too soon. Let it all disappear, and I try to forget as I close my eyes, steady my feet on the ground, raise my head to the sky, and the time roll by. Still I feel like a child as I look at the moon. Maybe I grew up a little too soon. too soon.
Beautiful, Carly. Good morning. Mariah Carey, Butterflies the CD. We're going to chat with her right after this. Don't go away.
So go back. She looked a little. I don't know how she was looking. She's smiling, but I don't know if she's feeling it really. It's hard to just and look how she looks away at Rosie. Just body language. Just check out the body language. Just wait. Here we go. So doesn't really quite look at Rosie. Looking away. She's looking to the right. She's like, "Good morning."
Mhm.
But then look. She's kind of right at the end.
Some sadness definitely behind that, isn't it? Yeah.
She's emotionally exhausted. Yeah, she does look exhausted. Yeah. And not a bad way, not a critical way, but you could tell she's feeling something for sure. What she's feeling exactly, I'm not sure, but
That's reflected in the
lyrics,
song choice. She chose to sing this song in this moment. Like, obviously, she's got all kinds of hits at this point. By 98, she's got lots of music, but this is the song she chose. And I think that's telling in and of itself. I was reading the lyrics as well because they're, oh man, this get me a little bit emotional because I still feel it. Like, as a almost 50-year-old man, I really yearn for that innocence where, you know, when you realize that, you've said this to me a lot, when the toothpaste's out of the tube and you can't put it back, when you've kind of crossed that line where you're no longer a kid, you can't really go back to being innocent about all kinds of things. And it's a real struggle to hang on to that innocence if you want to still look at it through innocent eyes and to look at things in a more like it doesn't matter kind of way. And that can be really challenging to hang on to. So I totally get that. Like, I've tried my whole life to cling to remnants of innocence. So that's still a feeling. Like, when you look at like when she says, I still feel like a child when I look at the moon. There's certain things in my life that I look at very innocent, and in a way I've grown up too quickly. You can tell that, especially the stuff that we've seen of Mariah. I think that's what we were talking about. I think that's exactly what we were talking about when we said, man, there's just something about her. And I think it's that feeling of the innocence that she has in her expressions in those older videos. I wonder if we're going to see that change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So she's 28, 29 here in that area during this performance, nearing her 30th year of life. Yeah, I like the lyrics too. The bridge, I guess is what it's called. I could be wrong, but she sounds, I don't think she's talking about, I don't want to say the S word. You got to be careful for YouTube's terms of service, because she's talking about nearing the edge, oblivious. I almost fell right over. Part of me will never be quite able to feel stable. That woman child falling inside was on the verge of fading. Thankfully, woke up in time. Guardian angel, I sail away on an ocean with you by my side. Now, you could say it's metaphorical, completely metaphorical, that she almost lost herself, that she was on the verge of fading from what? Existence? I don't know what fading from what. That's the key word. She leaves out fading from what. Now, you could argue it sounds like life, but thankfully that guardian angel woke me out of that funk, out of that spell of thinking those thoughts, and I'm going to sail away on an ocean with you by my side. So I don't know who that guardian angel was. It could have been a positive thought or experience or a person that kind of got her out of that rut. I love that she writes her own stuff. This is great. And because we know this is not news to anyone who's a fan of this music, I would say this music, but pop music seems to, Nathan and I are big fans of rock and roll and band. Most music that Nathan and I listen to, I'm just being honest here, like from the rock and roll bands like we grew up listening, they do collaborate with writers, but 90 if not 100% of the music from some of these bands is written by the band members. They write their own music, write their own lyrics. It's just the way a lot of the rock and roll bands are. A lot of pop stars do seem to collaborate more. It seems to be more of a collaborative effort, a lot more writers and fingers in the pie, so to speak. And I'm glad Mariah, though she does collaborate, but I love how we were told that she writes a lot of her songs and they became hits. And I think it makes it for us to watch and listen. It definitely draws us in more for that personal experience that she's presenting to us. This is some producer saying, okay, we need you to write a song about feeling like you're going to not want to really be around anymore. Can you tap into that for us? Or this is her experience. Yeah. The performance. People are so hypercritical. Oh, she sounding like she might be what? I loved it. I thought she sounded. If no one said this wasn't Stella, maybe she's preempted some of the keyboard warriors. I didn't notice anything. One, because again, I can't
Stella
sing.
said that this is like after this things people say things fall down. I don't know if she says this performance shows that she's
so she's already been criticized and she's doing
let me
this.
just reread it. She says some people say 98 marked the start of her vocal decline, but she sounds great here.
Oh, but she sounds great here. Okay.
Yeah.
What I loved how fair enough. Okay, but sure. Okay, so her vocal declines shortly hereafter. Okay, fine.
This is cool.
What I like okay, I'll just wait until you're done.
Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, she was, eh? Good for her.
This week.
What I did like about this vocal performance was she was singing like in a deeper tone and tenor. And I like the gravel that she brought. I don't know if she does the gravel. So hopefully we get to hear more gravel. I love that she did this raspy kind of gravel, and I just like that in her voice. It was cool. Yeah. All right. All right.
Looking forward to more. Absolutely. I think we were hooked right from the beginning with Mariah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. We got some more coming. So if you're in our Patreon, you get to watch this. If you're not, you got to wait. That's just how it is. Thanks, everybody. See you in the next one.
Are you still here? Get out of here.